everybody. Welcome back to another cup of conversation,
where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your host T,
and I'm your host Coco.
And we got our friends in the building today, y'all. It's girl talking.
Hey, friends. So real quick, we're gonna take a little sip with the people at home. And toast to friendship.
And friendship.
Yes, good healthy friendship.
Yes, cheers.
And we finna get into all that.
Yeah.
So first, we're gonna start by going around in a little circle and letting our friends tell y'all who they are and how long we've been friends.
Right.
Let's start on your side, D. Let's start with you.
It's your girl Diasha. I have been friends with Tia for 7 years now.
Yeah, that's about
It's
right.
been about 7 years, yeah. So.
Good strong setting.
Yeah. Grown friendship.
Mm-hmm. And my name is Bree.
Hey,
I've been friends with Coco for 17 years.
Okay, childhood
Long
friends.
time. Long time.
What about you?
My name is Bree, the other Bree. I have been friends with Coco since 2015, so about 9 years.
Okay.
I'm one of her oldest friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And it's funny that y'all calling me Coco because neither one of them call me Coco in real life.
I don't.
So
That's good.
But yeah, thank y'all for coming. We've been trying to do this friendship episode for like 3 months.
Coco's been pretty persistent about this. She must got something she want to say about the topic.
No, I just think
but
it's
a
needed.
conversation. Y'all just gonna say, but I really think it's just a conversation that a lot of people need to hear. I think
Yes.
it's gonna be a little therapeutic for some people. I think
Exactly.
it's gonna open some conversation up
like
for other
that.
people.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I love it. I think we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna have a real good time. So you want to kick it off, T?
I'm gonna let you kick it off. You
Okay,
can
okay,
read,
okay.
girl. I mean, when I
So
say y'all,
first,
she
okay.
can talk about where your friends at.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, you
I
making it
got
seem
my
like my people won't come through, huh?
I got a bunch of friends, but I picked these two people, and I'm just put this disclaimer out there because I care about y'all feelings, and I care about. I don't want nobody, second guess out. Why she asked me? Well, and I might still ask you because we don't know. We might have a part 2, part 3, part 4. We don't know. But the reason I picked these two people is because Bree on this side is one of my friends that has known me since I've been an adult, since I stepped out of college. And Bree is one of my friends that has known me through all of that since 8th grade and up until now, and been through life with me. She knew me before I had my husband. She knew me before I had a kid. She knew me before a lot of stuff. So, so that's why I kind of picked them because they kind of
same for me with Diasha. I picked a friend that been my adult friend since moving to Houston and navigating a different city and stuff like that. And I tried to bring my childhood friend, but that's where we was getting the delays.
Right.
But
and we in two
no
different
sweat.
cities.
Yeah, we is in another city. If I say she's not in the city, so no sweat to my girl Desiree. We're gonna come on here and we're gonna get it right.
Yeah. But
no pressure, sister.
I think Desiree would be a good episode with my other friend Joy for another topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyways. Okay. So real quick, I want to ask everybody, and if you don't know, just say you don't know, but I'm sure y'all probably know, y'all wrong. What is your friend love language?
Like each other's?
No, like what is your love language? Like what is your friend's language, basically? So like you have a love language that you would like your partner to know about you, and then what is the one that what's your, like, say for instance, if you I'm a friend that needs quality time, then basically the same type of thing with a romantic relationship, but what is it for a friend?
Okay. Which way y'all want to start?
Let's start with Bree this time.
Let me see. I don't know. I think my friend love language would probably be acts of service.
Okay. And what does that look like?
I think just like being there for me. We might have to barter and trade. I don't know.
Right.
Okay, I'm that type of
you.
friend.
Okay, you do my resume, I'll do your makeup. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains our friendship.
I would say acts of service, like just showing me you care about me, doing certain little small things. It ain't even gotta be bringing me nothing or doing nothing, really just like checking in, things like that.
Okay.
Things
Little
that
words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Okay. I can believe that about you. Mine is so I'll say this. Mine used to be one thing, but now it's a little bit different since I've been grown. So at first mine was more so just, acts of service, kind of like just looking out whenever I need you, whenever the few times I might call or whatever. But now I think mine is turning into quality times because now I be wanting to be around my friends a little bit more often. Like, me and Bree been talking about doing a little something, but we haven't got to it, but we gonna get to it.
Yeah,
But just like being around, like, cause at home sometimes now I be finding myself like, oh, I wonder if my friend, what she doing? What, like, can we go do something? Like, just spare the moment type of thing, and not always so like, you know, plan. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little bit of both of those.
I would say basically just meeting me halfway. You know, I don't want to be the one always.
Oh, that's easy too. I like that.
Or, you know, let's just meet each other halfway with everything.
I like that. I like that.
We grown, we have children, we have lives, so if we know someone is busy, you know, we're not gonna get mad or nothing.
Right.
You know, just check on me this time, and then I got
Check on you.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I like
would
that.
say
I like that.
just working together.
Right.
I definitely agree. For mine, I think it would be the same. Well, acts of service for me.
Okay.
And for me, that looks like just, I don't want to say showing up when I need you, but showing up when it matters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I never really need anything, but then it's sometimes we need the things that we can't say.
Yeah.
That's what's most important for me. And I'm not an everyday friend. I don't think I have a single friend I talk to every day.
Okay.
So it's real important when life is happening for you to be that friend.
Yeah.
If you're going to be my friend.
Right.
And you said something that made a really good point. You said you're not an everyday friend, so you would be considered what you call a low maintenance friend.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
And I can see that about you.
Yeah, very
I
much so.
definitely. But the thing that draws me to staying in contact with Diasha or just really want to keep a friendship is that she do show up, just like she said, she show up in the moments where she know people might be going through something, or she know where it might be something difficult that you're not asking for, but she know she can kind of sense you need it.
Exactly.
So
So do y'all believe that like low maintenance should be like the overall type of friend somebody is, or because do you think we use low maintenance? And I don't know if that's why I'm sure that's probably not why you use it, but do you think that people, because I hear this a lot, like a lot of people talk about this online, they say, you know, I'm a low maintenance friend, I don't need much, you don't gotta do this, you don't gotta do that. But I felt like me, I'm that type of person. I think that both of my friends can say like, I'm a low maintenance friend. Like I'm gonna call you, check on you, or you gonna call me, check on me, and we don't have to talk every day. But like I said, that's kind of changing for me now. I feel like, I don't know, maybe because it's the spot I'm in my life, but do you think that's a reason, a cop out for some people, like to be shitty friends? Like,
I do.
Absolutely.
yes,
I definitely do. I think a lot of people use that. It's just like you said, just like it's an excuse. Because at the end of the day, it don't be that hard if you say you care about somebody.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not that it's difficult. I think a lot of people forget that responsibility come with friendship. You still gotta nurture your friendship.
Absolutely.
So although I'm low maintenance, you know what I mean? And I think I'm a true, nothing against the rest of the low maintenance friends, but I think I'm a true low maintenance friend because like T said, I know when you need me. And sometimes if you're really nurturing your friendship and you know your friend, you know when it's time to drop everything and show up. You got the people that's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry I couldn't be there because that's not me.
right.
You know, so I think it's important to know the difference.
Absolutely.
And I think because another aspect of it, outside of being like just a shitty person, is I think that sometimes we don't know how to navigate adult friendships.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because when you were a child, like I've been knowing Bree forever. Like it was easy because we still gonna see each other at school every day. We probably gonna talk on the phone. We gonna do this. You know, it was easy because we're not worried about bills. We're not worried about nothing. But it's hard to navigate once you become an adult and you don't know how to. Okay, how do I maintain this? We're not going.
It's really like putting together a whole different kind of relationship.
Right.
I can attest to that with my friend back home because she just lives a different life than me. Like she has a kid. Everybody say when you ain't got no kid that you just live a different life. I just think that we all gotta be adults about responsibilities. Your responsibilities gonna outweigh mine because you always gonna have a plus one or something. But we all have responsibilities. It's like you just have to put them in a value like list. You know what I'm saying? What's more valuable than this and that and the third? But it's like relearning people all over.
Yeah, it is. But I do think that, you know, when you have kids, I feel like, especially when you have your first kid or you have kids for the first time, I feel like you don't know what else is I know when I first had my kid, like I felt like I didn't prioritize people that was around because I didn't know if I was supposed to right now. Did they know? Did they understand? Like I don't even know what to do with this kid. Like I don't even know, how much. It's like almost like I feel like too. You have to give people grace,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of adult friends.
And communicate because sometimes once you do something for so long and nobody's saying nothing, then it's like, well, maybe I'm doing something right. It ain't no problem. Every time we see each other, we good. So I'm assuming that everything is good. She knows she got life, she know I got life, and maybe this is just how our friendship is gonna be. And I know for like with me and Bree, for a long time it was the fact that she lived in another state and I lived here. But then when we got in the same state, we still was having a hard time, like even
because
linking
Houston
up.
is so big.
Yeah,
I just said that to somebody the other day. I was like, because they posted they shared that little, I like these kind of friendship things on Facebook, and people was like sitting in the house eating chips in the bed, like on the couch, chilling, playing games. And I was like, dang, it was easy for me to do that when I lived back in Orange, where I'm from, because everybody stayed 15 minutes away from each other. We don't stay more than, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can get off of work and we still got time to get to each other's house. So you want to cook tonight, I can cook tonight type thing. Like, that's how it was when I was staying back home. But out here, like, you have to put a lot into making new friends. Like, you gotta, you stay close to me? Do you not stay? Do I actually like you? And I don't just want to be a friend and stay close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta find other stuff that go into that. So I'm like, man, it is a lot harder in Houston if you ask me, because but you make a bond with somebody and now she's staying fucking a pair length.
Exactly.
My sister stayed.
It's
You stay like 45 minutes to an hour away from me.
I'm telling you.
And it's hard. And then too, I think as new adults, because we are the new adults, I say that because you know what I'm saying? Like we really the new adults.
So childish.
Exactly. And we don't even know, and that's why I say I hate to say this because I don't want it to be like, oh, you just ignorant in every aspect of life, but it really be like that. You really don't know. Like I feel like even when I got married, like I feel like people always say, oh, you gonna lose your friends when you get married, or you're not gonna have you know, people gonna be doing this and doing that. And some of it was true, but a lot of it was just you go into a new thing and you just start doing and you doing it and you doing it and you tunnel vision almost to the point to where it's like you don't never take a step back because then you worried about this person's feelings now. It's another level added to it.
Right.
But
can I say one more thing about that? I would say I think it's just new beginnings altogether. Because when I moved to Houston, I lost all my friends. Nobody was talking to me from Louisiana. So I just feel like it's new. Like when you level up.
That's what I was about to say. That might have been the best thing that happened though. Because every time, all the friends that I have lost, and it ain't been that many of my friends, the running joke, my kids, the running joke is like, oh, they ain't your friend no more. Oh, well, okay, because they know I cut people off on Facebook. But I just, but it's always when it's the level up. And that's just the way it has to go. Like, if you're trying to move up and move on, you cannot keep the same people in your circle. It's unfortunate, but it's just what it is.
And so how do you go about doing that though? Because I feel like with that being said, it's always a problem there. It's not like, oh, I leveled up. It's not like
say something else.
Okay.
I believe the word is just assuming.
Everybody
assumes.
Exactly.
It's never really a problem.
Let's talk about it. Let's communicate.
But do you think that works on both sides though? Because say for instance, you moved to Houston, you feel like all of your friends left. Did you reach out to them and say, hey, since I moved to Houston, I ain't been talking to you? Or did you look at it like, oh, you did? Okay.
I did, and that's the type of person I am. I always make sure I do my part first. Always. Before I say anything.
Overdo my part.
So when I
go,
I know no issues.
That's with everything.
That's cool.
That makes sense. But we talked about this earlier at another episode, and you said something that kind of stuck. Friends in proximity will make the difference in your relationship. Like you said, living in different states and being like, it would seem like me and Coco might be closer than y'all two because we see each other and talk to each other a lot. Like, but y'all got a tighter bond, of course, because y'all been knowing each other forever. It's like proximity definitely will make the difference in how much y'all don't work together no more, or it was y'all that worked together. So
but
y'all
you
don't
also
see-
have to be secure in your friendship with the person to know that regardless whether you work with each other or not or live by each other, if you really friends, you really friends.
So that's what I was finna say. So like,
maturity.
exactly. I was just gonna say that's the difference in having like when you got this work friend. Are we more than work friends? Like, if I stop working here, are we still gonna keep in contact?
I'm a big and I'm not saying this to be controversial at all, but any friend that I've ever had, I still got in some capacity.
Right.
And it might not be the strongest. Some of the friendships might not be as strong as they used to be, but I still have them, and it ain't no bad situation.
Yeah.
And if it is, I don't know about it yet. So let me know. But what I was saying that to say is, I'm very picky about. Not picky. I'm just very selective on who I let be my friend.
I was a coworker for the first 5 years. I got introduced as a coworker for the first 5 years.
Of knowing her, and it wasn't. Yeah, because I felt like that's how I met you. I had to know that outside of this job, would I have been your friend? Right. You know what I'm saying? And not because she was a bad person, because she was a good coworker. She was very good. She got me my first job, my real job. And so I should have been calling her friend after that. But that's just how I am. Like, I don't want to be jumped the gun and call you my friend on the first 2 months. And I found out, that girl was never my friend. We just worked together for a long time, and it was cool like that. But come to find out, she happened to be a friend for real. So I'm real like picky about that. Like, and that's why I joke like I don't have that many friends, because I don't call everybody my friend.
Right.
I can meet you and we can be very nice, cordial. We can even exchange numbers, but that don't mean that you my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and you kind of do need to have to be selective now, because people have different agendas, and that's what I was going to talk about. Also, too, people. You gotta be careful, because you be thinking somebody your friend and they got a whole time they want to be with you because you got, or they want to be your friend because of what you drive, the people you connected to, your aesthetic. Like that's a big one now, especially in Houston. Everybody, we friends because we all got the same aesthetic, and I'm like,
that's weird.
It's very weird.
I don't keep up with her aesthetic, so I know people don't be trying to be my friend.
No, but a
they
lot of girls
look at my Instagram and be like, ooh.
But the aesthetic is different for everybody. We ain't talking about, because okay, for instance, I could be saying, oh, well, she my friend because whenever we go out, she got ass, so all the niggas all the niggas think she cute, so we gonna get in wherever we go. Free drinks, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't even gotta be the look of the aesthetic. It could be the look of anything, just something,
and how it benefits them,
how it can benefit,
because that's what really time people really be on what you can do for them.
Yeah, people be in friend groups and they
can't stand each other.
For real.
Y'all talking about they came back from Miami. $40.
Girl.
Yeah,
That's wild.
did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Fell out over.
Girl, you was in my group message or something? You know my friends? Cause why they be happening like that?
That happened in real life, too?
Not with me. I was just a bystander. Baby, but that sound like some shit I know.
I mean, but it happens all the time.
It really does.
Yeah, like they in the airport arguing and fighting. It's like, wait a minute, y'all ain't even got back yet.
So that's funny, because I seen a post on Facebook, and a girl was like, don't invite me to your birthday if I gotta chip in and you can't afford this, that, and the third. Do y'all think that weighs on like the kind of friend y'all are, or y'all think if y'all going in, the trip needs to be paid for?
So a few things about the birthday chipping in. Like, honestly, ain't nobody rich, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
So the issue is that people reality don't match their Instagram.
Yeah.
So
Are you being true like that to your friends? Do your friends know that?
Because you on Instagram, you balling out, and then in real life, you broke as hell.
Right.
Okay. Most of them, or scammers, are doing something else.
Yeah.
And then another thing about the trip aspect, my thing is, if my friend wanted to go, if my real friend, Krista, called me and said she wanted to go somewhere, and I ain't got no money, girl, come on. That's why I be telling people like y'all, is that really your friend?
Exactly.
Your friend said you
Exactly. We not gonna speak on it.
Right.
Well, that's the thing right there.
there.
That's the thing right there. It's a difference between the friends that'll do it and be like, oh, well, you owe me. Or
Yeah.
I be telling my friends, if I'm asking you to come, I didn't ask you if you had money.
Exactly.
I said, come on.
Right.
Let's go. We outside.
Yeah.
I just feel like that makes a big difference. And y'all know how I feel about the fake rich culture.
Yeah.
You know, go look at the last episode.
Yes. We talked about it.
We don't play that.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. And then I'm not going to, this is my mentality. If you're my friend and I'm coming to celebrate you, why do I want you to sponsor me on your birthday trip?
Right.
Exactly.
You or your man.
You or your man.
Like,
He with you. That ain't my sugar daddy.
I mean, the expectations people be having and the value that they don't even bring is insane.
Right.
That part.
And it's very unrealistic and delusional.
Very.
Yeah.
But what, how did we get here though? Because it wasn't always like this.
Aesthetic friendship.
I was just gonna say that.
Having, if you have a very, what's the word?
Surface level
Friendship. This is what happens. But a lot of times, once you start to talk to people, because I'm a counselor, and when you start to talk to people and really unpack that shit, these people they don't know how to be a friend. They don't even know how to be a good person.
Thank you.
So that's really what it boils down to. Most of these people that you are encountering that have that like any friend that I have lost, and Krista know them, it's about 2 or 3 of them, but they had some really deep rooted issues outside of me. But it just so happened that I was just caught in the crossfire. And then when you start talking to people, they don't know how to be a friend. They don't know what it looked like because they ain't never had to. And some people have rested on their looks, have rested on what they had, have rested on who they people was.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? They don't even know how.
It's all about identifying yourself.
Yeah. They don't even know how to be with
you.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you growing up, like the things you choose your friend off of is so
basic.
Wow. But,
Yeah.
So how do y'all identify y'all friends or people that y'all want to be friends with today? Like what your friend would look like if you were
Before y'all
or
say
you
that,
met somebody.
before y'all answer that question, do y'all believe this? Do y'all believe that y'all have y'all people?
Yeah.
Meaning, like I go for my type of person, or do y'all go for opposite type of person?
Like the opposite type of somebody that you feel like is gonna challenge you or something or something different. I do both.
Both.
I definitely do both.
I just wanted to know that because I guess that'll play a role in how you pick friends.
I would do both. I like challenges.
Me too.
And I like people to challenge me. So
Right.
And I feel like a lot of my friendships I haven't been challenged as much as I challenge people, and I'm very blunt with certain things, and I'll be like, well, why do you feel? You know, I make you explain yourself behind. You got to stand on that around me,
Right.
So that's why I feel like I pick sometimes opposite friends so people could make me stand on that shit sometimes. Like
I think that I would like to pick the opposite person, but I don't think that like now, because the reason I've been wanting to have this friendship episode too is because I have been like in my own place, like evaluating my relationships and my friendships, like just on a level not about nobody else but about me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what type of friend am I? Like what do I really bring? Like what value do I bring? How do I maneuver in my friendships? Because I know that I'm a very introverted person, so I'll get in my space and be like, if they don't call me, I mean, I'm just not that, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'll just get to myself. So I've been evaluating myself, and so I think that right now in my life, I don't know if I'm ready for a friend that's not a me person, because I don't know if I'm gonna be ready to be able to maneuver in that space the right way. Anyways, like a person that might challenge me, I ain't master. You know how you gotta go on levels. I don't feel like I've mastered that my level right now to be able to go.
And that's fair to say, because I think I've been in friendships before where I feel like I haven't mastered the level that they were at or the level of maturity that they was at, and I honestly had a friend that this is my best friend in high school. We didn't stop talking on no bad blood or nothing, but we're just not as cool. And I think proximity, another thing, played a big part in that because we both moved to different places. But it's just like she was a little more mentally mature than I was at the time. She was already, before social media started getting that prevalent, like, start taking time for yourself. Don't be so invested in your friends and their stuff or whatever. She started doing it already because she was one of them friends that like, and I'm like that too. I guess that's where we bonded at. If you got a problem, it's my problem. Like I take that on. So that's why me and even Desiree didn't have little like, she'll tell you, she'll see this and be like, girl, yeah, I know. We didn't have little missing years in our life because we didn't have little missing moments in our life where I was over caring about her and she was letting shit happen to her that I was like, you know what, this is putting too much stress on me, too much on my plate. I can't watch you go through this. If you gonna go through it, I gotta let you go.
Yeah.
I gotta let it go. So like I understand, and then I had to reach a maturity level to where I was like, okay, I was wrong. I probably was wrong for backing down on a hard time when she probably just was needing somebody to stick it through. But I just wasn't there. I wasn't there. I couldn't carry her load and what I had already had stressing on myself. So at that time, it's like always different time mentalities and maturity.
That's
levels
okay
of
though.
friendship.
That's okay that you can carry your love, because that's not what you designed to do, even as a friend.
Exactly.
The type of friends I choose are unproblematic people. That is the type of people I'm attracted to. Is unproblematic. I like
You give that. You give your
I like people that's under the radar. Anybody, if you start acting a fool, I will stop being your friend. And Chris will tell you the one coworker we had, we had a big old brawl in the classroom.
No, for real.
We had an argument, and it was over, and all it was over was because I was trying to correct her about something and how I felt like she wasn't handling the situation.
And you were right.
Correctly. And I was correct in telling her that, and she acted a fool about it. So
And in return, lost her job.
Wind up losing her job.
What she was trying to tell her is handle the situation different because it's gonna backfire on you. You're right for wanting to act like that.
Yeah.
But you gotta do this the right way. You gotta play your hand right.
Yeah.
Chess. It's always chess.
And
especially when
instead of
we're
her
in
taking
their
it,
game. We in other people's field.
And instead of her taking her advice, she looked at it as like, you're not with me right now.
Right.
I need you to be with me. And
You're not
sometimes
on my side.
exactly.
Right.
And
You gotta
sometimes you gotta
learn when
know.
to be a ride or die.
Yeah.
Sometimes be ride is telling you like, hey, calm down.
Yes.
You know, like you have to understand, especially as an adult.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
And I just think that a lot of people like her though, like the person she's talking about, she had yes people in her corner. So
Yeah, she wasn't used to it.
She wasn't used to somebody challenging her saying, girl, I don't think that's the best move, because all she was around was yes people, or all she was around was people that she felt like she was above. And that's another thing. A lot of people will be in whole friendships, relationships with people because they over them.
Yeah.
And the two friends that I lost was because I started to elevate, and it was an issue.
That's a good one.
And that's a good one, and that goes back to the thing where I had sent you about the B. Simone situation and her friend. When y'all become on the same playing field, it's hard to be friends for some people. Some people can't accept that, and I feel like that was what part of that was about B. Simone. I feel like B. Simone was almost like, oh, I brought you on, I put you on, and then now we on.
And not only
I
that,
don't really.
And not only that,
know how
she
to
was
handle
also
it.
having problems. She got divorced, her
Yeah.
friend. So a lot of times people take pride or take love when you're doing bad.
Yeah,
That's the only time they can be your friend is when some shit is going on.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, that's
You
the
start
way.
picking yourself up.
It was almost kind of like a snatch the rug from under you type of thing. Like,
Right.
I created this, and I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Like, I was like, boom. And
I'm taking all this.
I'm taking all of this from you.
Yeah.
But God showed his hand in that situation. But anyway, what did y'all want to talk about with y'all friend, how y'all pick?
I was just about to say that it's so important. It goes back to the point that you made about the purpose of this friendship. What is your intention on being friends? So I can't say a type of person because all of my friends know, like, each one of them, they're very different, right?
Yeah.
I don't have, like, a lot of times I want to have parties and stuff, and it'd be awkward because everybody's so different. And it's like, I go based off of, do you know who you need, how to be who you need to be when you need to be that person?
Okay, that's
basically
good.
like I just went through like the last 2 weeks have been hell, right? And I have friends that challenge me. I have friends that know how to come over and like, okay, well, we sitting in our pajamas for 2 days on the couch, let's do it. You know, it's all about knowing who to be who you are, when to be who you are, you know what I mean? And it's not saying, oh, well, if that's not who you are, if you're I'm gonna pull you out the house type of person, when to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sometimes people don't need that.
Yeah.
I'm very particular, and my friends, they talk about me because one of my best friends now, when we first became friends, when we met, right, he was like, yeah, this is my friend. I was like, we are not friends. And he was like, what? I was like, I don't know you like that. And we have been cool, but we coworkers.
Right.
And so they talk about me because they was like, you so mean, you so mean, you so mean. But now that we're all adults and we've all matured a lot, they understand so much because it's so important.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have a type of person, but it's all about who you are at your core. You know, I got anime friends, I got bad bitch friends, I got church girl friends. You know, like it's a very, very, very diverse group. It's just all about your heart. I think. Yeah.
That's where we align. And everybody has the same kind of heart.
Yeah.
Different people though.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Coco.
And your girl T.
And we are a cup of conversation. If you ladies are looking for long, short, body wave, kinky straight, loose wave, deep wave, luxurious bundles, wigs, you need to shop Bossette Hair for boss women. They even are on DoorDash, and you can get your wig delivered straight to your front door. Quicker than Amazon any day.
Period. And if you don't like waiting like me, you can go in-store to pick up your bundles. Download the app for special deals and updates on all the Bossette. And make sure you shop Bossette Hair for boss women.
Boss women, yes. And if you need a little money off, you can use our code displayed here on the screen to save.
Period. Tell a couple conversations sent you.
So the way I pick friends now, I guess, because I'm grown now and I gotta pick friends.
You let Bree go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we gonna
okay.
Like she was saying, I don't have a type. I just pick friends from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is here either for a reason or a season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how I choose.
Right.
And that's it. And I'm starting from the beginning. So I don't really know just yet.
Right.
But a lot of my new friends have been older.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my friends now pray for me. A lot of my friends now speak on my name when I'm not in the room. Like positive, good stuff.
Shout out to the
Older friends don't do that, baby.
Older friends.
Shout out to the older
That's
friends.
been me. Y'all young ones.
Yeah, don't need them for real. And I think that I'm telling you, since I came home from college, I think I always kind of had older friends though. Like when I think about who are my friends outside the people that I went to school with, like my friends have always been older than me. But like Bree, that's when I say when my mama met her for the first time, and my mama don't like nobody. Like my mama gonna be like, she gonna tell me at the door when they first come in the door, oh, that ain't your friend, and she gonna go. Like that.
She always whispering.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. No, Bree knows.
Stuff.
Yeah. And when she met her, she said, oh, that's your friend now. She your friend for real. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that with older people too. Like, not just because they old, but just because they are more mature and they either know whether I'm being your friend because I really like you or I'm not going to be your friend. It ain't no I'm being your friend. I'll just be her friend because she got this way. Right. I already been through life. I know that just because you got it today don't mean you're going to have it tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think they have a level of maturity with them. And like you said, people that pray for you, mention you in rooms that you're not even in, don't bring
I
you.
love that. Like, that's what I be on. Like, people I just met within a year have been there for me.
Right.
Like I've been knowing them for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, what? This new for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that for you.
Me too.
That's real friends.
Yes.
Right.
I like that.
Oh, am I the last one?
I ain't get to go.
Oh, I thought you just got here.
Oh, I did.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I guess I gave mine. No, I was just gonna add that I pick people now that like here lately, I just been picking people that's more like meet people, and when I say meet people, I'm not talking about who I've been, but like who I'm becoming. Like as far as me connecting with my faith more, I feel like I be wanting people that I can bounce stuff off of, like okay, that am I doing is this cool? Is this not cool? Like, how you feel about this? When you read that scripture, what it made you feel? Like, how it made you like that kind of stuff? Because I feel like I don't really have a lot of friends I don't want to say too deep, but I don't have a lot of spiritual like deep friends. Like even if you're spiritual, like you can be spiritual, but I don't have a lot of people that's spiritually deep for real. Like I guess where I've been lately, like where I've been trying to continue to go anyway. Yeah. But I've been looking for that because I said, man, where do I go to find people like that? I was just thinking about it. I was like, where do I go to meet people like that? No. That's the worst one. That's the worst one. And I don't go to a regular, like, I go to a regular church, but I don't go to like a mega church or like a regular style church or like, the new age church. I don't go to those type of churches because I feel like too, what I'm realizing with my faith too is that a lot of the stuff that we've been taught is been self-centered, and that's not really Christ at all. Like, and so That's another thing. That's why I say no. I ain't going to church.
And then all the stuff that we just talked about how people will choose you for different like superficial reasons. That's how a lot of the people in church will act.
Exactly.
If they want to see, oh, what do you do?
Right.
When anybody that leads would ask me what I do or what I got, how many kids, are you married? Like, you know,
status.
Yeah, and that's how you will get it, especially if you live like in a suburban area.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say which one.
Some of the church people are the nastiest people.
I get that.
Absolutely. You can't sit. Oh, this rotating. How you saving seats at church? Girl, let me get to the Lord. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? You never know, and you would think that would be a place where people are just like, baby, get here. Sit on top of my lap if you need to. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that. So. Yeah, I want people that's really like searching God for themselves, like not on no church type thing, going to church every Sunday. Yeah, you can go to church every Sunday, but that don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. No. I guess I said okay. So my answer was church because I've been at my church over 15 years. Okay, and so like we all like family. If we have a family reunion, I expect to see y'all there, type of thing. And then we have visitors and stuff, and we just ingratiate them because everything is so like we're here for one purpose. Right. I forget about. Especially because church is so popular on Instagram, weird. But I forget about the church trend. I forget about the trend, and I think that's what, unfortunately, a lot of these big churches are on. So, no, church probably wouldn't be the answer, unless you find like a little hole in the wall where.
And then be the best church.
And that's how my church is in the house.
They ain't no time limit to praise God.
Ain't no nothing.
They just trying to find
and they teaching the word.
Right.
That's nothing like. And I know this off topic. It ain't, but it's like since I thought about it, because I always been in church. Yeah. Like for a long time, but I've always been fed like you got a blessing on the way. God gonna do it. You gotta do this. You gotta do you. They you down, and they don't talk. They don't give you no Christ. They don't give you no word, no scripture, no nothing like. And like that's what I'm realizing. Like
that's so heartbreaking. But I think it also ties in. I don't think it's off topic. I think it also ties into friendship because it's all about giving you what you need, not what I think you need or what you want to hear. You know what I mean? That authenticity. So you just trying to find authentic people, who are in touch with their spirit and want to know better. Right.
But a lot of people don't want to know better. Some people like living in their chaos. Some people like the storms that they create. Some people, you know. So that's what I come.
We're gonna talk about.
That's what I. No, seriously. And the reason why I'm like, I guess I'm so like kind of like. What I said unproblematic is because so many people thrive in chaos and they'll have you in that shit. Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
Or trying to.
You are trying to be, well, girl, this, baby, you already know what time it is. You know what you need to do. You know you ain't supposed to be dealing with this nigga. You know you ain't supposed to be doing it. It don't have to do with a man, but it just.
We having conversations that don't even
you already know what time it is.
And let's talk about the friends that get mad when you don't ride or die for stuff.
Exactly.
And my thing is, I guess my issue with stuff like that is just say that that's what you want to do at the moment. Yeah. Don't be trying to drag me like you. Don't drag me into that.
And stay there and be there if that's what you want to be.
And you can do that by yourself. You can do that by yourself. You ain't gotta involve me.
That's
if
what
you get evicted because you did that, don't.
Period.
You ain't just do it by yourself.
If I gotta be a bad friend because I don't want to stand beside you, that's what I gotta be for you. That's what I gotta be for you.
Yeah, I'm just over the fact of like, and I think that's why I'm just like, I don't care no more. And so I am Krista's oldest friend. I will be 41 this year.
Period.
So I just think like for me, I have a very no nonsense approach to life just right now because I'm going through my own healing journey. And so like if you come in with some foolishness, like just blatant foolishness, like I'm not even entertaining it.
Yeah.
And really people really be mad because you not entertaining it. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, stay over there.
And then it's too much. I feel like I be on and people say like it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep, but it really is. Like we really live in a dying world right now. Like I don't really want to. And I think that's one of my cousins asked me. She said, "You don't be want to have no fun." And I said, I do. I have fun every day. The stuff that I do, I find fun in it. The stuff that you might think that I'm supposed to find fun in, I don't find fun in it. I really be looking awkward and looking like
crazy.
Yeah, because like I feel like it's so much to be doing, and that's what
we doing it.
Right. My boring life is very fun to me because I get to wake up every day and do it all over again.
Exactly.
You're right.
And a lot of people don't understand. Oh, that just brings me to the point of the overly needy friends. You want to be on the phone all day. I don't want to be on the phone with you all day long. You need to find something else to do.
At this age, do people still do that?
Yes.
Okay,
And
So now the younger generation, they be on FaceTime. Baby,
All that.
first of all, you can't even, you got to call me before
My nigga
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Because
Okay.
you can't even do that. You don't know who gonna be on the other line.
Right. Wake up and FaceTime. I'm like, son.
Yeah, find something.
Now
else to do,
I do FaceTime people, but if I FaceTime you, that means I really like you because I don't FaceTime everybody. Like that mean that I really want to talk to you or I really just want to see your face.
No, but you don't be trying to be on the phone all day.
Cause I'm a FaceTime because I feel like
That's what that is.
Yeah.
no, not all day. Like we
Yeah.
if I like for instance, like with Bree being so far, like we don't talk often. But when I talk, we gonna be on the phone for a good 2 hours. And I'm gonna FaceTime you because I feel like I already don't see you, so I need to see your face. I want to see how you laugh at this joke I'm gonna tell.
Right.
I want to see how you cry when I tell you something happened. I want to see all of that, so I'm gonna FaceTime you, and I be telling her, I text her because baby, you gotta text me before you FaceTime me and shit.
Yes.
But anyway, I be
That goes into knowing your friends.
yeah. But I be like, hey, FaceTime me. I told her the other day, I said, hey, FaceTime me. I ain't want to talk on the phone. I ain't want to text, FaceTime me.
I feel like that's acceptable. That's more than acceptable. But it's the ones that are overly needy and don't understand.
All day.
I have life.
I ain't met a friend like
It's
that.
tough to me,
And
Yes.
sometimes I just need to breathe. And I saw a post the other day that said, don't confuse somebody's free time with their availability.
Yes.
Just because I'm not on the clock, honey, don't call me at 5:02 if you know I clock out at 5
Right.
o'clock.
Right.
Unless I say call me at 5 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Literally, I just called Xfinity today. I'm about to get a house phone because I've been without a phone for probably like 3 months now. Too long, and I like it. Like
Period.
I'm about to get a house phone. Like I was like, how can I keep this on but still have a phone? And I said, oh, house phone. That's what people used to have. You didn't walk around with no phone. I don't like the fact that people feel like they supposed you that accessible. Just because I got a phone, no, that don't mean I want to talk today. That don't mean I want to talk right now.
Okay, but when we gotta discuss business, we gotta talk.
Well, yeah, talk to
But you ain't. What if you ain't at home?
well, you gotta wait till I get there. Leave me a voicemail.
Right.
That's what I want. That's
Maybe on the voicemail. Oh my God.
Yes, that's what I want. I want to go back to when the phones was not right in your hand. People didn't have the expectation that they have access to you at 24. No. I want to get my freedom back. I want to be anxiety free. I don't want to have to worry about who gonna call and say X, Y, and Z.
But at what point does that show up as a lack of? I just don't care about what you got going on.
No, it's not that I don't care. We're gonna still talk about whatever we gotta talk about, but it's gonna be on my time around the things that I need. Unless it's emergency, if you got a emergency.
What if it's a time like somebody might be crying because they just broke up with they?
They'll be on. Yeah, that's
no.
They crying because they so and so that passed away, and they.
I mean, they still gonna be there. Yeah, and this is the thing. I think that's what cell phones have created. It has created a way for people to.
Right now.
No, that's not how. That same stuff happened before we had cell phones.
Yeah.
And it was a way that it was made. So I just think of, okay, we just have to maneuver and find a way for it to be.
That's gonna be a big adjustment.
You gonna keep your cell phone though?
Yeah.
I don't know because I have a cell phone, but
We don't live in the same type of society we lived in back then when you could knock on somebody's door. We don't live in that. That's why people didn't have cell. I mean, that's why. It was
No, they
more
just ain't had the
convenient, easier
technology.
to talk to.
And then
They
for your
just ain't
children.
yeah, I'll be. First of all, me, I only have one child, so I'm with my child most of the time.
Okay.
And when I'm not, I'm still at her school basically. Like I don't go home. I stay at her class. Or when she go to an activity, I'm with her. So and if then my husband, he got a cell phone for her sake. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, like I'm either at my house or I'm with my child. So you can call. Yeah, it's gonna be a way to get in contact with me. But I'm doing it because I feel like the accessibility has been stripped away from me. Like I don't have ownership of my own accessibility. Like I might not want to know what your problem is right now at this moment. If I need to, but I can have a phone to where I can go to it. Boom, you my friend. You know that. Oh, you can always text me, and I'm gonna get your message or whatever. But I don't want that type of accessibility.
Are you less than a friend? Are you less than a friend because you might not want to deal with the person's problem right then and there? Because because the only reason I'm asking is because you was like, but what if this happened? What if it do happen? Are you less? Does that make her less of your friend if you don't answer the call?
At what point? Because at some point, I'm gonna feel like, is this always a thing, or is this just a moment, every now and then thing, or every time I need you, I can't get in touch with you?
I mean, but why would you need somebody like that?
Well, you never know. Life happens. Sometimes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and that was another thing I wanted to talk about tonight, because we don't have friendships no more where we can ask our friends for things. So we might as well just be like associates, because we don't have friends that we can call and express ourselves. Or if I need a ride to work, I mean, these are probably inaccessible things for people living in Houston, because we all stay in different parts. But I'm just saying, like, if we can't be vulnerable with our friends and say, can I borrow $20, or can I can't be vulnerable. I can't borrow $20 if you ain't got no damn phone.
Yeah, you can. You can text me. I'm like, you probably get it quicker by texting me versus calling me.
How I'm gonna text somebody who got a house phone?
No, I'm saying that I'm not gonna be operating off of a cell phone all the time. Like, I'm gonna get a house phone. That's gonna be my primary contact. So if you can't get me, then you can text me, and when I decide to, like, how we got a pager,
That's just a harsh way to say it. It sounds like a healing journey more than a permanent thing.
No, I don't know if it'll be permanent.
It sounds like a boundary, and I'm all about boundaries.
And the thing is, too, this is what it really is. I just since I didn't know that I was not gonna have a phone this long. So since me not having a phone, people still have been able to get in touch with me just fine.
Okay.
So basically, and you too, you've been able to get in touch with me when I'm out in public. My phone is not working. It don't have no call. You can't call. You can't text. But just because we live in a Wi-Fi world, if you call me if I get back to the house, like I said, I'm between my daughter to home. By the time I get home, even if it's 30 minutes late, I'm still gonna be at home, and I'll be able to see, somebody texted me while I was gone, and then I'll get back to them. But I don't want to live anymore with the thought of you just have constant access to me all the time. Right. That's just my choice.
I think that's just the thing that we allow, though, because I don't have that problem anymore. I used to, but you gotta shut that shit down.
Tell people no.
You can tell people no, but if people. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to. Yeah, I was saying you don't have to say nothing. But that becomes a problem too.
But that's their problem.
Exactly. That's gonna become a problem. And that's the same thing.
And so that's my point. That's what I just said. I was like, so
that's not a problem. Responding.
But that's the same thing.
What I'm saying is a person that is constantly pushing your boundary of
it's not about pushing people. It's not about them pushing the boundary. It's not about that. It's just about that me particularly, whether you call me today or you don't call me for 2 weeks, I personally don't want you to have access to me at the drop of a hat. So, for instance, you just said that wouldn't be a problem. But if I go, like you said, you just cut it off and don't answer your phone until you feel like answering your phone, right?
Yeah.
That could be a problem. But that's the same thing as me saying, I don't have a phone right now, you can't get in touch with me. What's the difference in those two things?
But to Tia's point, running a business, that is a different type of responsibility. That is different.
Like this podcast?
This podcast.
But again,
she can get in contact with you. That's one able to get in contact one of the people that would still be able to. So then, of course. Then
but even without me having a phone this whole time, we've been having contact.
Yeah. Okay. Well then,
but it's on
Facebook.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I can relate, y'all, because people don't call me like that. My phone be dry.
They used to.
Like, I have the same people, and that's my important people. That's the people I want to call me.
Right.
That's the people I want to hear from.
That's it for part 1. See y'all again in part 2. Deuces.